president was on was spot on.
See, I don't know. I disagree a little bit on that. And of course,
Why is
we
that?
disagree a lot on stuff like that. But if you watch, like when Ronald Reagan got shot, he was gone
Yeah,
in seconds, man. They had him loaded and gone in seconds. And it seemed to me like they dragged
yeah.
around a little bit to me before they got him off the stage. And another problem that I had, and I'm not saying anything about it, but anyway, if you've got a 6'5" man, you don't need a 5 foot woman because there's a lot to be shot from her head to the top of his head.
Yeah, have to agree with you on
Well,
that
there
one.
there are a lot of 6'5" men that would love 3 or 4 5 foot women jumping on them.
Well, not when somebody's shooting at you. Unless he's a big one of them big old gals. Yeah, I got a cousin of mine. She'd be good for it. She's about 350 pounds. I get behind her, no
Man, there he
problem.
goes. There he goes.
Hi, man.
PC police are at the door.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's just a lot going on. Of course, they said that his detail he's got is the smallest ever in history, and then Trump does more traveling than anybody, and they've cut his funding for. Of course, I guess he can afford it, but I do know one thing: you'll have to hand it to Trump because, and some people saying he should have never said fight. I mean, he just got shot at. I'm sure his adrenaline was rushing. He was mad in the whole 9 yards on that, but they tried to kill Trump, and he ended up making it to tea time playing golf. So he is one tough dude. Do you not think? I mean, he's playing golf.
Yep.
Yep.
I think the polls will be
The
real
next day?
interesting
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
this next couple of weeks to see what the polls do.
Yep. And
Yeah, I think quite frankly, this will help him.
yeah.
Yep.
And we got Susan here. We'll talk about that. She's got what is it you got going on where everybody kind of gets started and knowing what's happening?
Well, I'm trying to get going again and doing different events and festivals, and we've got I'm working with the Cherokee Clay Food Alliance, which is a new nonprofit that is goal is to improve the access to locally grown foods in Cherokee and Clay counties in North Carolina. And so we're doing a Tomato Fest Saturday, July 27th from 9 to 2 p.m. in Murphy at the Murphy's Farmers Market and on Riverwalk, where we're also doing a Bloody Mary event. So we're going to be doing a contest against with all the different restaurants in Cherokee and Clay County. So we're going to be doing where you can come in. We're going to have a judging, and then there's going to be a taste test so that the public can come in for a $10 donation, and you can try all the different Bloody Marys and vote for your best People's Choice thing. So we've got Epic Catering and Eatery, Nocturnal Brewing Company, Chevelle's, both 69 of Hayesville and of Murphy, the Crown of Brasstown, Murphy Chop House, Legend Steakhouse, the Mason Bar, and Tattered Tartan Pub of Andrews are all competing. So it's going to be a really good time.
All right, we'll talk about that here in just a little while. We got to get to a break here, Pat.
All right.
We're going to do that. Hey, we want to thank More Insurance Services for bringing us a show today. Y'all hang around. We'll be right back.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. North Carolina teachers got a 3% pay raise from Raleigh last week, with starting salaries now above $40,000. Still not enough, though, for the likes of District State Rep Carl Gillespie.
And we're disappointed that the Senate didn't see that as a priority, but we'll continue to work on that.
Nonetheless, the pay raise reportedly will be backdated to July the 1st. Hayesville residents have no doubt seen and heard the demolition work on the school campus in recent days. Superintendent Melissa Godfrey confirms that the auditorium has come down and work began last week on the new intermediate school wing. She says the construction firm's focus has now moved to utility work in preparation for building the new structure. And friends and family of Linda Curtis are remembering her as a tenacious and dedicated law enforcement officer after the news broke that she passed away late last week. Former Hiawassee Mayor Liz Ordiales telling WJRB Linda was always supportive and provided great insight on many needed initiatives and projects. She'll be greatly missed in our community. The Towns County Sheriff's Facebook page shared Friday that she had died of cancer. She had come to Hiawassee after a long career in Florida law enforcement and ran unsuccessfully for sheriff in 2020. She had just turned 59 last week. Please download the free WJRB app. For Pat Malone and Harry Bond, I'm Jeff Batten.
Our mountain roads are busier than ever, which has led to more accidents. Unfortunately, insurance companies are not in the business of being fair. They're in the business of making money. I'm Daniel Duello, and I know because I used to train insurance adjusters on exactly how to do this. Now the Duello Law Firm in North Georgia works to ensure that you're treated fairly. For a free consultation, find us at duellolaw.com. That's DUELLO law.com.
You lay on it. You jump off it. You set sail from it. Your dock makes you happy. And Shores & More in Blairsville wants to make sure it brings you happiness for years. Search Shores & More on the internet to learn about new aluminum construction, boat lifts, jet ski ports, and more. Shores & More makes dock owning even better on Notley, Chattooga, and Blue Ridge. Yes, docks improve value, but they're also a ton of fun. So let's get started with Shores & More on the Murphy Highway.
Are you needing just a pinch of seasoning for that special dish? The whole store in Murphy has what you need by the spoonful or by the pound in the large section of high quality bulk herbs and spices. The whole store, vitamins, herbs, and foods in Murphy. Open 7 days a week, 10 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. in Murphy on 64 West, helping to improve the quality of life of people in the tri-state area. You deserve the best. The whole store, Lakeside Plaza, Murphy.
Well, it finally occurred to you last night you can't get your car to the garage because of the ruts and erosion. Heck, Evel Knievel couldn't get up your driveway. So time to call Mike Whittemore at Georgia Mountain Grading. Fast estimates at 706-994-0543 for Georgia Mountain Grading. Always answering the phone and helping with grading, sloping, drainage, all of it. Big jobs, little jobs, and getting your car to the garage. Fast estimates at 706-994-0543 for Georgia Mountain Grading.
Don't miss the Summer Home and Garden Show, July 20th and 21st at the Towns County Recreation and Conference Center. Everything you need for your home and garden. Free professional home and garden advice. It's all at the Home and Garden Show in Young Harris, Saturday and Sunday. Admission and parking are free. Sponsored by the North Georgia News, the Clay County Progress, the Cherokee Scout, the News Observer, the Towns County Herald, and WJUL 97.7 FM.
I'm Stephen Phillips, owner of Benny Sanitation in Hiawassee. One thing I can't stand is a mess. I've always been that way. When I was in kindergarten, I didn't build with blocks. I just wanted to put them in a bag and throw them in the dumpster. In fact, I did that all 4 years I was there. So now I'm the best garbage man in the area. I take your bags away, your big items you can't haul yourself, make your curbs look really nice. So call Benny Sanitations for your residential trash pickup. Best trash collection service or double your garbage back. 706-896-2573.
The Morning Dish. At the beginning of a new week, people see things differently, like why they're locked into their monster insurance carrier and paying higher premiums than their next door neighbor. If that's you, you need to speak with More Insurance Services, an independent agency in Hayesville, Blairsville, and Hiawassee.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. And, of course, everybody, that's all anybody's talking about is the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. You know, it's sad to me to see the local people. There's 2 or 3 local people in this area that actually posted stuff on Facebook about how they're glad or wish that the shot would have been a little bit more over and that Trump would have got assassinated.
Wow. That's disgusting stuff, Stephen.
Yes, it is.
That is absolutely disgusting.
On both sides. And I mean, if it had been the other way around, I mean, this is a big deal. This is absolutely a big deal. And then you got this Corey. I can't even hardly say his last name. What do you say his last name? Actually got killed at the event.
Oh yeah, I did see. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but yeah, it's a shame.
Capatori.
But anyway, he was actually died shielding his family. He was a volunteer firefighter, and man, this is just this is totally sad that this happened. And they actually
innocent bystanders, and the 2 people that are in critical condition. You know, you got to feel sorry for them too.
Mm-hmm. But they have got a GoFundMe for this guy. He was 50 years old. 50 years old. And they've been posting some of the stuff that he's posted over on Facebook and then on Instagram where he's talking this, that, and other. Just a working guy, just like, you know, me and you. And so that is
just a regular guy.
Just sad. But this whole deal, man, the more you check into it, you wonder, okay, why if they couldn't afford anything, they could afford a drone. Anybody's got a drone. You could see have that flying around. And But yeah, it's just bad all the way around. But now we've got a lot of folks coming out that's actually endorsing Trump because of this. I know Elon Musk said he's endorsing Trump.
That's huge.
That's huge. And then Bill Ackman, who is this?
He's the big hedge fund guy.
Well, he's publicly endorsed Trump. And and I understand that after all this happened, that a lot of the big donors to Biden have actually froze their account or are going to freeze Biden's account. Have you heard anything about this until he steps down?
I've heard that they did that, but it didn't coincide with the shooting. They did that after the news conference that was supposed to fix the debacle at the debate.
Right.
So I don't think that that's related to the shooting.
So what do you think
but,
now?
Go ahead.
What do you think's going to happen now? I mean, I know Trump is tonight the RNC.
Tonight is the opening of the convention,
Right.
and he is supposed to appear, but he will not speak tonight. I don't believe his acceptance of the nomination is scheduled for Thursday.
Okay.
Did I lose you?
Yeah, you did just a minute. We got Thursday, and you quit talking.
Okay, he's scheduled to accept the nomination on Thursday of this week, and that's the closing. That's the grand finale of the convention is his acceptance speech.
So when do you think he's going to announce Kid Rock as the vice president?
I don't think I'm fairly positive it's not going to be Kid Rock. I look for him to announce Wednesday.
Right. And we lost you again. Why do we keep losing? Puddin', what are you doing?
I'm doing nothing. I think it's AI.
Okay. I think he's going to announce on Wednesday.
So we've got what
Did
four
you get
people?
that?
Yeah, I got that. We got 4 people that's actually looking, and you got one that's. So who do you putting your money on?
I think it's somebody nobody's thinking of. And I don't have a name for you,
right?
But I don't think it's one of the 3 people on the list because I have a hard time figuring out your vice president is supposed to bring additional voters to the ticket for you.
Right.
And I have a hard time figuring out how any of the 3 front runners bring any significant additional voters to the ticket.
I don't know.
That makes sense?
Yeah. And that's the main thing they're trying to do is bring the crossover votes or the votes that wouldn't normally vote for Trump.
Yeah, I am surprised pleasantly that he extended an invitation to Nikki Haley specifically to talk.
She's going to speak.
And she's supposed to talk on. She's supposed to talk on Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. It wouldn't shock me if she was the choice.
I don't know. I'd kind of blow my mind just a little bit, but.
Hey, you can't argue with his shrewdness.
Right.
He's got a good feel for the American people.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it would take some of his edge off.
Right.
It would lay out a good legacy. There are a number of things. Because I'm biased because I like Nikki. That was my choice.
Yeah, we know your other choices too. What is wrong, Packy?
Hey, good morning. I'm here.
You all right?
I was. You know what? I'm gonna sleep in. I'm gonna sleep in, and then Susan's here. Said Bloody Marys. Boom. I was on the road, man. I heard Bloody Marys. I was listening. I'm like, I'm out of here, dude. So where are they at?
Yeah, right.
Okay. What you guys talking about? Vice President?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's known who he's going to pick for a long time.
I think so too.
He's known if he's going to pick, and he has purposely been holding it back, not announcing it, because he is letting Biden be the center of attention and run himself into the ground as much as possible to not take away any news from that. But here we are with him getting assassinated, and they're like, "Oh, he fell on stage."
Yeah, I know, right?
It's asinine, man. Are you ready, Pat? Are you done? Are you ready to support him now?
No.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. I know. I knew that would
Hey,
be.
you asked me a question. I'm going to answer you.
I know. It's almost. It's almost like I knew the answer before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
with
I
you.
expected if you showed up, you'd ask me.
But you know all the stuff that's coming out about Trump. You know, everybody talk how bad he is and how bad he is, and then you get starting to come out about all the stuff that he does behind the scenes that nobody knows about, like buying people houses and paying off their loans and doing all this stuff that needs to be done from working class Americans. And I guarantee you, this guy that got shot at this rally, Trump will do something.
Yeah,
I mean, Trump is
'cause-
going to get in there. He is going to do what's right. And then Biden gets people killed in military and says, "Oh, nobody died on my watch." I mean, it's daylight and dark between the two people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And then you got Harry in here talking about how Trump, lies. Like that was his, what you guys were talking about. That it was an Orange Man bad show again this morning.
I
That's what
didn't
we were
even
talking
listen. Yeah.
I know. I was like, I could hardly even.
I knew
stand
what it was
to.
gonna
It's, Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. Meanwhile, Joe Biden, what he put out the other day, 628. Donald Trump is a genuine threat to this nation. He is a threat to our freedom. He's a threat to our democracy. He's literally a threat to everything America stands for. And they wonder why someone tries to.
And he
kill him.
says we need to put a bullseye on
Need
it.
to put a bullseye on it. And if Trump had said something like that, it would have been all over the news. And meanwhile, the headlines of him of him getting shot are he fell down. He fell down on stage.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you have Pat who doesn't support him. Even if you don't like everything about him, you can't see that it is a one-sided news outlet. I mean, it's all it's
You
insanity.
didn't ask me about the news, Packy. You asked me if I supported him,
You
and I
can't
don't.
support him at this point. Then
You didn't
I
ask
don't
me
know.
about the news.
I don't know what to tell you, man. If you can't get behind him at this point, then you're crazy, man. You're crazy. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, and here's another thing, man, that kind of upsets you because all us Trumpers and all us right-wing conservatives, we had all the riots over the weekend after this shooting. We in Pennsylvania and all over. We just tore the country apart. Mm-hmm. It's really sad to see.
And like you said, I'm on my way in here. There's people around here, local people, who are posting things on there. Nobody has been this disappointed about 2 inches since Stormy Daniels.
I'm telling you, man.
Have you seen this stuff?
Yes, I've got a
and I
picture
don't-
of it right
I don't
here.
want to use people's names, but if you can find it, go in there and look, and you need to tell these people who
Yep.
they work for, and you need to not do business with them, and say that if you're going to hire these people, if you're going to have these people, working in your establishment, that we're not going there anymore.
Well,
These are local people, and they're
one guy
insane.
plays in a band, man. I mean, that.
Yeah, I'm not going to use any because I don't
I'm
know.
not
I'm not
using
putting
names either,
anything
but
on
like
there.
I
But you
said.
can find it, and you need to call these people,
Yep.
and you just say, if you're going to have these people at your working at your local establishments, then we will not go there.
Right. I'm done.
That's how I feel about it.
I am
you,
with
we
you.
are not. There are no
Well, now, wait a
conservatives. We have never promoted violence.
No.
And we can play you the clips of January 6th. You can peacefully and patriotically let your voices be
Mm-hmm.
heard as we, walk to the Capitol. We have never promoted violence. That is promoting violence.
Yeah, that is actually, supporting assassinations.
If
of
you
the
are
president.
supporting that, you need to look
But now
it
here's
up
the thing. Now,
locally
Pat's gonna
and
come
not
about-
go to these businesses.
Pat's going to say, oh, it's freedom of speech, right? I agree with you. He can say that if he wants to say that, right? Are you with me? I mean, am I wrong, Pat?
I'm with you. I'm with you,
So
but I'm
we
not
got-
saying that.
We got the freedom to say, oh,
I
that's
don't,
where
I don't
you're
think
at. We're done.
I don't think that piece is freedom of speech. I think that's where the line is drawn. That's yelling fire in the crowded
incitement.
theater.
Yeah. And for somebody to do that, that is just crazy. And we've talked about a lot of stuff on
Yep.
here. We have no kidding. And I mean, I've been after, and we know the mayor and all that kind of stuff. I've never personally attacked anybody personally. Now, as far as their political stance and what they stand for, I'm all on that. But as far as attacking somebody and wishing they were shot and dead, that is just so wrong. Yeah, that is so wrong. And
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
think
Packy's
that's one
here.
thing
I
we
got
can all
across the
agree on.
teletype machine. You tell him, Packy. You
Yeah,
tell him,
man.
Packy.
Who's
Preach
that?
it, Packy.
Yeah.
Preach it, Packy. You might be a Baptist preacher before this is all said and done.
Praise the Lord.
We'll have to get a longer show.
Oh, Lord of mercy. But if anybody got anything they'd like to weigh in on this, or if this young man that posted this stuff would like to defend himself.
No, there's more than one. I mean, I was looking at this while I was at home. I did have a migraine this morning, so I couldn't drive. I had to wait a minute. But I was looking up some of these things, and there are multiple people. And I'm not going to use their names because I don't want to, start anything. But you can find it. You can find it. Go look around and see where these people work. See what they do. It's all public information. There's screenshots. Figure out who they are and do not support those businesses.
Right. Until they
I don't care. No, and
Jackie,
you got some sarcastic
I don't
comment.
start anything, but you can go online and find out who these people are.
Well, I'm like Steven, man. I just like like stirring the pot of hatred. You know what I mean, and just stepping back and saying,
no, I don't
listen,
wanna start
but no, it's
anything,
totally
but their
different.
Names are on social media on page 53. So.
Page 53 of social media. There you go.
I'm with you.
No, you could. I don't. Man, you could say whatever you want about Orange Man bad, and all these different policy differences and whatever you want. And freedom of speech, man, freedom of speech. But as soon as you start talking about assassinating and being, wishing that they had hit him, and meanwhile you got somebody behind him who actually died, man.
And two more.
You got people who are injured,
Yeah.
people who have
Good,
actually died, and and there are still people out there. Look up Jack Smith, Special Counsel Jack Smith. Did you look up his Twitter? And you look at what people are saying. Go to his Twitter and look at his comments on it. Now, they're very vague, but look at what the people are saying about it. And that's your special prosecutor against Donald Trump. And then people sit back, well, I still can't support him. I still can't support him. And the one-sidedness in the media, like it's gotten to a point where it's like if you want a civil war, like it's going to happen.
Well,
like you're asking for it. That's how you get one.
Across the teletype machine, when all that started going on, everybody started shooting him. That's the thing, the question that come across several different times. Is this the shot that starts the Civil War?
Civil War was the number 3 trending thing on Twitter.
Yeah, is this the shot that starts the Civil War? And I think that's what they're after. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, they don't want the election to happen.
And everybody's like, oh, well, okay, this Trump right had this shot, and everybody just sits there.
They?
The deep state.
Yeah.
Steven,
If the deep state, and if you don't believe in them at this point, then you're blind.
Yeah, the deep state.
Yep.
And they said, why? Well, these people didn't even run. They had these shots, and these people didn't even run. I mean, it's like, okay, well, Trump guy, we pretty bad. We ain't scared. Right? We ain't scared.
They had guns in the shooter's direction. They let him crawl onto the roof. They let him get his rifle out. They ignored the people who were screaming about a man on the roof with a gun.
Right.
And they let the shots get fired. And then...
I heard the state police were told to stand down, that they had him in his sights and was told to stand down.
Then they, once Trump, once Trump was on the floor, then they take him out. Then they shoot him. I mean, if you can't think that's an inside job, then or they just wanted him to be hit. And meanwhile, you got some DEI woman who's in charge of this whole thing, that Cheetos lady who hates Trump and has never had any experience running a Secret Service thing. She was like the head what was it? The head security person at Cheetos or something ridiculous. I don't know what it was.
I think it was Pepsi.
You got all these people out there who are qualified to do this job, and you have some moron who's running. And then you got 2 women who are 5 feet tall surrounding him. And one of them can't even get her gun in a holster.
Yeah. But what is that called? DEI? What is that called?
Didn't earn it.
There you go. Yeah. All right, Pat. Let's let Pat talk a minute. Go ahead, Pat.
I'm fine.
Orange man bad.
I have a question for you, Stephen, though.
Yeah.
And it's really going to change the subject. Are you the child standing next to the teacher in the picture?
Yeah, I always had to stand next to the teacher.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Yep.
And this is not proof that you completed the 5th grade.
I'm there, ain't I? If y'all wonder what we talk about, I actually found a couple of pictures, pictures. Back in the day.
Proof that you started the 5th grade.
Well, I made it
say
to
anything about completed.
Well, I made her through. I don't know if I did or not, but anyway, I found it. You find these old pictures, and I found back in the day, you used to do class pictures. They'd stand the whole class up there, your hair matted to your head, and take a picture, and then you had a class. I found a couple of them. I posted them on Facebook. And see all these folks that back in the day where they're at now, kind of thing. But yeah, I put proof made it to the 5th grade. But yeah, I am standing next to the teacher. That's pretty much where I always stayed at, or in the principal's office. But there's a couple more in them pictures, pretty rowdy too. So, but anyway,
at least they let you in the picture.
Well, the kid that looks most like trouble is the kid next to the teacher.
Yeah, and a big shout out before we get to break, Logan. Turned 13 years old yesterday, so we had a big birthday party for Logan. So happy birthday to him!
Happy birthday.
He made out pretty good. He got all kinds of
Congratulations.
fish. Yeah. I told him, I said, you're 13 now. You're smart. You're very smart.
Smarter than your parents, at least till you're 30.
He asked Emily, he said, well, can I talk back now that I'm 13? All right, we got to get to.
Can, but there are consequences.
There's
right?
consequences. Yep, I guarantee it. So we're going to take a quick break, folks. Y'all hang around there. We want to thank More Insurance Services for all bringing the show. They are great people. Give them a call. Let them give you a quote. I think you'll find out that they can save you money. We'll be right back.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Now you can find More Insurance in Blairsville on Highway 515 across the street from the Home Depot. Call 706-745-2139 for a fast and accurate quote.
Union General Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to be providing world-class care for all of your orthopedic and sports medicine needs at 19 Doctors Way in Blairsville, Georgia. To schedule an appointment, call their office at 706-439-6858. Again, that's 706-439-6858. Or to learn more about their providers and services, visit their website, uniongeneralhealthsystem.com/UGOSM for Union General Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Surprise your family and guests tonight with the best and freshest selection of seafood anywhere. If you haven't been by Margarita Jack's in Hayesville, then you're about the only one. Their customers are raving about snow crab legs, shrimp, oysters, lobster, fresh fish, and more. How do you place an order? Easy. LakeChatoogaSeafood.com. That's LakeChatoogaSeafood.com. Just a quick trip up 175 to Hayesville. From the ocean to the mountains, that's Lake Chatoog Seafood at Margarita Jack's Marina tonight.
I checked my tires with a penny and I see all of Lincoln's head. And what's up with all of these wires sticking out of the tread? I took a little trip down to Old Blairsville, high up on the hill. To High Country Tire and Wheel. Don't let them deflate on the interstate. Call 706-835-1488. High Country Tire is located right up the hill from the post office in Blairsville. They're high on quality and service, but low on prices.
If you're one of the many who are unhappy with the direction our country is headed and you're frustrated by not knowing what to do about it, there's one thing you can do. Show your support for the United States by displaying the American flag. Call Billy the Flag Guy at Mountain Flagpoles in Blairsville. Reach Billy at 706-804-0949 to proudly fly the American flag at your home, business, or church. 706-804-0949. That's Mountain Flagpoles at 706-804-0949.
No matter what the season, Ivy Log Meat Processing in Blairsville is now ready to serve our fellow hunters and farmers in the North Georgia and Tri-State area. Come by Ivy Log for the best beef ribeyes, Wagyu, pork chops, and sausage, along with in-house homemade bacon. 706-745-0011, 6310 Murphy Highway in Blairsville. And now offering a 10% discount for all public servants, including nurses, firefighters, police, and military.
The Morning Dish. You can't blame Stephen Phillips for your business insurance going up 25% this year, but you can still do something about it. Business owners, you need to talk business with More Insurance Services, your mountain insurance agency in Hayesville, Blairsville, and Hiawassee.
And across the teletop machine, we were talking about the shooting going on. Of course, we need to get to Susan. She's here, got a lot of stuff going on. But they said the reason they didn't have the Secret Service on the building where the shooter was at was because there's no reason to have the CIA and the Secret Service on the same roof. So that's kind of what the take is on that. Y'all can read between the lines if you'd like to. Well, we got comments up there, Puddin'.
Merzidi Dote says new slogan for Deep State Patrick: Orange Man bad beep.
There you go, Pat.
I couldn't say the word, but
I love it.
And that's the only one so far.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Well. Susan, you got a big event coming up. We're going to be, and I know we actually, this is kind of different because we actually had the sheriff's office from Union County show up asking for Packy. So he's in the other room, and I'm holding this bag of stuff. What is this?
At least it wasn't me. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's detained right now.
Was this oregano or what is this? I don't know. He's a cook, but anyway, I've got a bag of oregano he handed me when he walked out the door. So anyway, when is this event?
It is July 27th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is going to be down at the L&N Depot in Murphy and Riverwalk, which is behind the Hackney Building, if you're familiar with Murphy, at 99 Railroad Street. The Bloody Mary event's going to be happening. We do our judging at 10:30, the official judging, and then the tent opens to the public right after that. Between 11 and 1, you can vote for your favorite restaurant's Bloody Mary. And
So now, what is this for? Is this just is this for a fundraiser or what is it?
It's a fundraiser for our organization, the Cherokee Clay Food Alliance. We're a new organization, a nonprofit that is wanting to improve the access to locally grown food in Cherokee and Clay counties.
Right.
You know, supporting our farmers markets and the local food systems, and through education and entrepreneurship. So we're just trying to make people, you know, recognize and appreciate local food, support our restaurants. They're all struggling right now, as we all are. Costs keep increasing, and they need some help to bring people in. So they will be serving their Bloody Marys through the month of August. So you can come, see what they do, the ones you like. Please frequent those restaurants and support them.
I like the locally grown stuff.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to also encourage: more farmers,
Right.
more farming, and for these restaurants to carry more local grown produce.
Right. Yeah.
And meats.
And meats.
And meats.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You know, they're making fake meat now. It's not even real.
No, thank you.
I wonder what it tastes like. You know, it's rednecks like, I don't know what the heck that tastes like. It's got to be like potted meat or something, wouldn't you not think?
Right? You would. I don't know. You know, as you know, I used to raise sheep, or I still raise sheep, and so yeah, I'm a meat eater. Sorry.
Yeah. That is crazy. And the stuff they're putting in the food nowadays. You know, a lot of the
scary.
stuff I think we're getting, a lot of folks are getting sick because of that.
Yeah, there's even this thing called a peel now. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's a new chemical that they're putting on produce to preserve it, and it's even on the organic produce, and it does not wash off. So.
And it's called what?
A peel.
A peel.
And sometimes you can find it on the label, but it's not mandatory that they label it. So grow your own if you can, or buy from a local farmer is your best bet.
Right.
So support your farmers, support your farmers markets.
So how long is this thing going to last?
Well, this time it's going to last till 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And we do have live music, by the way. We got Wyatt Epsilon and Zach Kilmer will be playing from 11 to 1:30 also. And we have a cooking demo at 9:30. I'll show you how to use those tomatoes, and of course there'll be tomatoes, all kinds of varieties of tomatoes and heirlooms available at the farmers market, and through different people that will be providing it. We'll have food out there. We'll have BLTs and tomato sandwiches and tomato pies you can buy.
What would life be without homegrown tomatoes?
I know, right? I mean, if you've ever anybody's had a garden tomato, you know it has flavor. I won't even eat a tomato out of a store anymore. I mean, they have to pick them green so that they're, red by the time you buy them. They have no flavor.
Yeah. Do you think this is oregano? I don't think this is oregano.
I don't know. Why don't you light it up?
Light it up.
I don't think Packy's coming back.
I don't know.
Did I see handcuffs? Wait.
I'm going to use this oregano on my pizza. See how that
Check the
works
parking
out.
lot.
Yeah, right.
That is it. I was going to ask you something else on that, and I forgot what it was. My brain just quits on me sometimes. Yeah. Your brain ever quit on you, Packy? I mean, Pat. I be peace.
Regularly it does, yeah.
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 So.
Yeah, I thought mine was just a function of getting old. I'm not sure. Yours might be your relationship with oregano.
That might be it. So, anyway, it's going to be a good event. So, if anybody wants to get in on this.
Well, we're also still, of course, always looking for donations to help us put this on, but we're also looking for vendors still, and any volunteers that want to help us out. You can either call me at 828-508-0812 or text, or you can email Cherokee Clay Food Alliance at Gmail. That's Cherokee Clay Food Alliance at gmail.com.
There you go. And a lot of folks don't know this. I'm going to bring this up anyway. The Epps name, Susan Epps, she was an Epps before she was a Ward.
I'm still an Epps.
Yeah, still an Epps. Pretty famous people in the state of Georgia. You familiar with that, Pat Malone?
Yeah, they're pretty much involved in aviation, weren't they?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, my grandfather built and flew the first airplane in Georgia in 1909. We used to think it was 1907, but we've been corrected that it's 1909. So he was not 19, he was 21 when he flew his first airplane.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yep.
And wasn't there an airport named Epps Field?
Yes, we had 3 at one time. Epps Aviation, which was at PDK Airport, was just recently sold.
Right.
About a year ago. And then there was one in Montgomery, Alabama. And wait a minute, where was the other one?
I don't know. It's your family.
I just had had a lapse. Oh, and there's Epps Field in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, and then also there was y'all dug up a plane or something, didn't y'all dig up a plane?
Yeah, P-38 Lightning airplane. That was the Greenland Expedition Society. I was actually on the expedition in 1986. But it took 10 years for them to actually develop the technology. My uncle thought that the plane would just be on the ice cap and they could just, dust the snow off and put some gas in the tanks and air in the tires and fly it off the ice cap. But it was actually 256 feet deep into the ice cap. So it took them 10 years to recover the plane, one of the planes, and bring it up. And it's flying today, known as Glacier Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, that is cool. And there's actually, I've got one of the books that talks about the whole expedition on that. Have you seen I guess you have. I mean, you've seen it because you actually went out there to the expedition, but have you seen the plane since they've got it flying?
Oh, yeah. I've seen it several times. We saw it, of course, in its maiden flight up in Kentucky. And then I've seen it at the air show at Oshkosh a couple of times.
Right.
And at PDK. It came into there. And I was just reminded, I forgot about the other airport. Athens, Georgia Airport is named after my grandfather.
That's the one I was thinking of, the one in Athens. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
A lot of history there.
Good.
There
yeah,
is,
a lot of history.
A lot of history.
Yep.
Yeah, it's where the bubble jokes come from.
No bubble jokes.
I can't help it. You're an aviator. You kind of get,
Yeah. Oh, Lord of mercy. That is so funny. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right. We got time for one more break, and then we're going to give something away. What are we going to give away, Puddin'? You're in charge of the giving away stuff.
I know we got pizza and ice cream.
Oh, let's do ice cream. Can we do that? S&S Smoothies and Tin Roof? Is that fair enough for you, Pat?
Yeah, that's good. That'll work. I'll get something.
Get us a question. We're going to go to a short break. Then we come back. We're going to give away some S&S Smoothies and the Tin Roof. Either one, we got a gift certificate, or you can go in there and you can get the good stuff that's healthy for you. You can get the ice cream that's more healthy for you. So we love that. The number here is 706-379-9770. We're going to take a short break. I'm going to go see what's going on with Packy, and we'll be right back.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Now you can find more insurance in Blairsville on Highway 515 across the street from the Home Depot. Call 706-745-2139 for a fast and accurate quote.
So, how do you know your tax resolution specialist is good at what she does? It's when other CPAs call and say,
"Help, Debbie! I don't know how to battle the IRS like you do."
North Georgia Tax Solutions just recently took over a case and saved the client $82,000. Debbie did it and continues to do it for her clients.
Call Debbie Snelling at North Georgia Tax Solutions, whether it's hundreds or millions of dollars you owe. Call 706-745-3856 in Blairsville.
This is Tamala Cooper. A family recently told me that what they love most about our funeral home is that we feel like home and family. I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of our family, Kristen Carvajal.
Come by and meet me. Pick up a calendar and let us answer any questions you might have about funerals, pre-need, or cremations. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
We are located next to McDonald's in Hiawassee, or give us a call, 706-896-2218.
Hey folks, this is Dr. Andre Scheffler. Have you heard the news? Hillcrest Clinic and Imaging has moved. Come visit us at our new facility at 401 Pat Harrelson Drive. Not feeling well? Come see one of our providers at the walk-in clinic. Has your doctor ordered an MRI, CT, ultrasound, or X-ray? Visit our certified radiology center for excellent images at 1/3 the price of our competitors. You will receive the same high-quality care as before, this time with a flat, easy-to-access parking lot. Come on by. You'll be glad you did.
So your vehicle's stuck in your garage because of a broken garage door or operator? Maybe you want to replace that ugly garage door. Or if you're building a new garage, then call Appalachian Garage Doors in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway. Owners, builders, and contractors. Go to agaragedoors.com to see what we're up to. Service after the sale, and the service is really fast. Find us on Facebook or the web, agaragedoors.com, or just search Appalachian Garage Doors and let's get started.
Start the day off right at the Tin Roof Country Store and Creamery in Blairsville. You might think of the Tin Roof for yummy desserts, but the breakfast menu is really great. Not only that, breakfast is served all day. And have you tried the new coffee roasts, like the Wake Up Happy Espresso Blend or the Cold Plunge Cold Brew? Taste for yourself in the Merchants Walk in Blairsville. The Tin Roof Country Store and Creamery, open at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. Saturday.
The Morning Dish! Unlike the telephone company, you've got choices in the mountains for auto insurance. And when you deal with an independent agent, you've got even more. And choices mean savings. Speak with a local neighbor at More Insurance Services.
All righty, we're back with you. Packy's back with us, and his oregano is gone. So
Dang parole officer.
going on, man. All right, question of the day. You're going to get you S&S Smoothies or the Tin Roof gift certificate. We appreciate them supporting the show. And,
Pat Malone says, finish the sentence. Orange man, blank.
There you go. As you can tell, Pat, Packy's a little upset with you.
No, I'm not upset.
Yes, he is. You ever heard what he said to
he
Blake?
is.
Oh,
I
I'm
think
not
he
upset
is.
with you.
Yeah.
He just don't like you much.
I just want to strangle you. I mean,
We're not inciting any kind of
violence.
violence. What's the question, Pat?
The question is real simple. Which country produces the most coffee in the world?
Which country produces the most coffee in the world? Which country?
Yep.
All right, give us a call, 706-379-9770. Again, 706-379-9770. And we have got Puddin' turned around facing the phone where you can see the light when it starts ringing. So, which country produces the most coffee in America? No, in America or the world?
yeah, which country
The
in
world.
America?
Okay, the world. Which
Yeah.
country
Which
in the
country
world?
in America? Come on, Stephen.
What?
There's a reason you were standing next to the teacher.
Oh, is that what it was? I don't guess they had cameras back when you went to school. You didn't get a class photo, did you?
No, we didn't have cameras.
Packy was homeschooled. His class photos, his family. That's okay.
Pat, you had
We
those
had
guys like
actual
chiseling.
Stone tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stone tablets and chisels.
Who we
right?
got, Lee?
We got Dennis this morning.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, man, I'm gonna guess Columbia. Before you tell me if I'm right or wrong, y'all need to push Dan Bongino's show at noon today. He'll have a lot of insight on this Trump thing.
Well, you're right, because he was a Secret Service agent. So.
Yeah, and he's already been talking about how stupid everything was done.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff, and like when he was shot and went down, they're inspecting him. They're doing a lot of stuff, and he was in the most secure place. When Reagan got, they threw him in the car because that was like a tank. So, as far as timing on what they did, I think they did a good job. But they sure dropped the ball as far as the perimeter.
I'm with you on that, and I'm not ever been involved in anything like that. But I think I'm smart enough to look over at the top of that building and think, hey, there could possibly be somebody up there shoot at us.
Well, I used to set stages up at Disney, and when the VIPs would come in, it's totally the Secret Service's responsibility, 100%. They come in days ahead of time.
Right.
They stand on the stage. Anything with a line of sight, they either secure the building, lock it, make sure nobody can get in or out. There's a lot of protocols they go through. They even seal the manhole covers.
Yeah.
They used to check our plants. I used to put plants on stage. They wanted to make sure there's no bombs in them. I mean, there's a lot of stuff they do.
It's telling to me that they won't give security detail to RFK.
Well,
they've cut Trump's.
Yeah.
And then this kind of stuff happens.
Well,
and
now
then people
Trump
say,
travels more than any president or any vice president ever.
and he has a tiny detail compared to a lot of people.
Right.
And
Well,
then,
I think Packy's best statement was that the last couple weeks they have used the word target,
Oh yeah.
Hitler, and everything else to describe him. So then you get some crazy guy out there thinking, "Hey, I'm gonna save the world." you
well,
know?
yeah, I mean, if you say, I mean, he's a threat to our way of life, and he's Hitler, and he's a.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard on y'all's show that a dictator. I've heard people on Pat and Harry's show say dictator. I mean,
Right.
it's like, what do you do with a dictator? I mean, that's a horrible word.
But
That's
here's the funny thing about it: all these folks that's been now they're going, "Oh, we need we need unity. Oh, we need unity and peace and love and happiness."
Well, they're the ones that are doing it. The Democrats are the ones that do it. I know this is sort of funny, but the Democrats are like the person that farts in a room and then it says, "Who did it?"
Yeah.
Well,
that's Packy too. Packy does the same thing.
Well, I got a baby. I got a baby now, so I can blame it on the baby.
and they're the ones that are actually doing it.
What I mean, going back to the local folks in here posting that stuff on Facebook and Instagram, how they I just upset my day just another quarter of an inch, and that. I mean, what kind of a person posts that? I mean, you are
exactly because if you post it, it's documented. It can be printed, copied, or whatever.
Well, it ain't just that. That's their heart, man. That's their heart.
Yeah, I know.
That's their soul. That's the way they are. That's the kind of people they are. It is just sad.
I heard that during COVID too. I mean, I heard several times during COVID people say when it was like, "Oh, well, conservatives aren't going to wear their mask." What's one less conservative though? They're, what if they die? Who cares? I mean, like that kind of mentality. It's the same kind of mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, they have no. I mean, it's no respect for life in general, though. I mean, it's no.
You're
look
right.
at abortion. Look at any of that stuff. It's sick. It's a sick mindset.
Well,
we've lost our moral compasses.
Absolutely.
Well, here's the thing, man. People are saying, okay, the end of the world's coming, and Packy's like, no, it's not. Christians are kind of comfortable right now because they've got a handbook that tells you what's going to happen. So
Absolutely.
we're ready. We're not scared because we know what's going on. We know what's going on. What's been told to us, so we know what's going on. And I'm just ready for the clouds to split wide open and the good Lord to come back.
At the very least, heck yeah, Project 2025, 10 Commandments in the schools.
Yeah.
Bring it on, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
we got some comments up there, Puddin', or it's just good morning stuff?
Hey, waiting on my answer.
Oh, did he win or not win, Pat?
No, he didn't win.
Well,
It's not Columbia.
Wow.
Try again.
All right.
Try
I'm
again.
just guessing. Brazil? I don't know.
Brazil?
Brazil's a winner.
Hey,
Oh,
good
you
job.
won. How about that?
Yeah.
You must be a Trump supporter. You're smart.
Yeah.
All right, we got you over here. S&S Smoothies and the Tin Roof. Just swing by and pick up your ticket. We appreciate you calling, brother.
All right. Take care.
One more time before we get out of here, Susan. When is this happening?
July 27th, Saturday, in line with the Murphy's Farmers Market and also at Riverwalk down behind the Hackney Building in Murphy from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bloody Marys start about 11 o'clock. We'll have a 10:30 contest judging and then open to the public for a $10 donation to vote for the People's Choice Awards.
There you go. And who y'all got on tomorrow? Pat?
We got the DDA director from Blairsville, Union County, Christy Bentley. Got so many things going on in Blairsville that she's come back on to tell us all about them.
And we've got another young man from Blairsville. Chris Adams supposed to be on here tomorrow. They got some stuff going on with the Union County Fine Arts Center he's going to be talking about. He's heavily involved with the school over there. You know Chris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the film. He was an actor.
Oh, yeah, he's
He
an
is
actor, too. Yeah, I hang out with actors. Yeah, he's an actor, too. But he's going to be over here tomorrow, so that ought to be good.
Maybe he can give you some lessons.
To be or not to be, that is the question. So, I guess we've done about all the damage we can do. How long we got, Puddin'?
We got about 15 seconds.
15 seconds, and the music should be playing. Susan, glad you're over here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for not telling any of them jokes that you got.
No, I'll be good from now on.
Oh, well.
What's that one joke you had about the clown or something?
No bubbles joke. No bubbles.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, man, I do remember that. Never mind.
Hey, y'all have a good day. We'll talk to you in the morning.
Bye-bye.
4:90 p.m.